Hello, welcome back. Last time Stormrunner was a pretty good time. Now I'm in a room of Skyline Usurper, and we'll see how that goes. This level was pretty reasonable until the final room, but here's the final room. So if I'm remembering right, I tested the yellow one, it was 1 propel. I think the red one is 3? Okay, signposts to try to divine the meaning of. Throw things into pipes to do a little coordinated ballet with stuff. What are you suggesting? Throwing one into a pipe refreshes it, right? I think that's true. So I'm gonna guess the depleted one, this depleted one goes in this pipe. Red thing gets used... Wait, okay, so... Red thing comes with me all the way up here? How high can I get with this thing? I can do that, and then... You say 2. Okay, so figure out what sequence at once, which one lines up with something making sense here. And then do stuff based on that, I guess. Once I make it here, something goes right, I go up. I don't take a box with me. That box ends up there. Okay. What happens after I go through this pipe? I guess something arrives here and I pick it up? So that something's gonna have to be the one, the reddish one. Yes, that makes sense. Okay. Dash there. Alright. There are... things, gears, conveyor belts. Like, is a mechanism gonna move here? Or is that just ornamental? There's stuff there too. I guess that's just background? This place is on fire! Ah! So the Skyline Usurper crashed, and maybe is sideways now. Yeah, we're going through... upward through a sideways airship. I see what happened. Okay. Anyway, eventually I'll be here with a red box. Flying, flying, flying. Right, those propellers hurt. Those are spikes. The ones that are spinning, I guess. Some of them are spinning slowly. So throw left, go up. That looks like an ultra or something? Juggle here. Throw through there, get myself through somehow. So that's the final resting place of something. Even has a little one-way there to make it extra clear. Another thing goes in the top one, I go in the middle one and come back out, and probably do a dream jump sort of thing, pipe jump. Get the thing, have a dash. That might be a dream hyper sort of situation. I need to go there. I need to turn sideways and dash upwards, okay. Drop the thing, dash up, and, sure, I think I hear you. That barrel's the wrong pixel resolution. This goes away and that's the end of the room. Okay. Alright, that's a lot. I didn't press the start button, but I did press a different wrong button. Just in case you were curious. How do I juggle with these things? Wait, why didn't I have a dash? Did I guess I extended that. So I can do this. That doesn't get me anywhere. Super is perfectly acceptable here. I feel like what I'm doing here doesn't make sense. That's not what I want. Okay, so what is the juggling act you're expecting from me here? I have only one dash. The only one that makes any sense to me is this. But does that actually make sense? It's slow and doesn't really put me where I think I am supposed to be. And also, I don't get high enough there. I can probably wall jump on the thing. Okay, no. See, that's not right, but let's ignore it for the moment. Okay, so if I'm here... You do want me to dash and catch that, so whatever timing is happening here, it needs to involve dashing and catching that. And that too. Like, what are all my options for the opening here? Can I throw this on the way up, and then... maybe... Okay. Maybe what you're suggesting is... something like that? But way faster? No, not what I want. I guess I could drop that downwards. That's what it says. That's why down propel. Okay. That's what that sign means. Oops, right? I had no way to know. Like, if you already know what the sign means, it's clear. Oh, dang it. Alright, so that's a down drop. Okay. So that's the suggested way to get through that. Oh, the buttons just... Oh, the sequence of buttons I press here is very unintuitive. So it's going to take a lot of time to get it to all work right. Or maybe that much time. The death plane comes with me, that's actually nice. Here we go, okay. Then what? Throw left instead of right. Okay, so all that, but throw left instead of right at that stage. Throw left, grab this, throw right, have a little more height, and get ready to dash upwards, okay? Wah! I still need more height. I guess I can propel with that thing before I do the other thing with it. No. It's just, these are so different from any other throwable. It's hard to have any intuition about what I'm doing with them. I already did use the thing. How will I get more height than that? Do I need to do a late grab? Oh, whoops. Ah. Ah. Oh, the button sequence. It's so weird. No. No. There's that problem where, like, I tap down to drop down, but then I don't actually do it. Same thing as when I dash in the wrong direction, I just don't hold the direction for as long as I need to get the game to actually hear my input. I'm gonna be too low for everything. I was not. Okay, so despite not moving, those blades are still sharp enough to kill. Okay. So you want a leftward Dream Hyper there, I think. That seems quite likely. So if I were to do that, the red thing is coming toward me. I think I dash up right and catch it. Propel right, propel left, throw left, dash up. Dream Hyper into Ultra, into catch this thing and propel with it. Throw to the right, grab the one that comes out of here. Use the thing twice, apparently. Throw, grab the other one, throw, get over here. Yeah, so I'm supposed to be juggling two at this point. Where does the first one go? Because 3 existed at the start. Alright, so number 1 goes into this pipe. Ends up coming out there. Number 2 comes with me. Number 3 goes into this pipe. Comes out there. So both yellows catch up with me there. Red will catch up with me later. One yellow goes here, one goes here. Where does this go? That's an endpoint. Okay, so here's where I lose. I shed one in this spot. Okay. Got it. Yeah, I pressed. But I guess it wasn't at a time when I was allowed to press. Arrgh. Here we go, plenty of height. Okay, I did everything I wanted to do, except I need to go farther right before I propel there. Alright, so now I know what things look like when I've... Oh, I can just drop and pick right back up again if I do it wrong. Among all of this, I gotta aim for a good wave dash there. Okay. Height, I had enough. Great, okay. Alright, a lot of that was right. My Dream Hyper didn't quite come out. I think I was a little slow because the thing was already going back in the pipe, wasn't it? Whoa, oops, too early dashed. Oh, no, don't drop. Throw. Don't know why my reflex was to drop there, but it was. Oh, my hair is not here. Where did it go? Oh. Okay, so, like, I just have to change modes there and be doing a different action. It's like juggle, juggle, juggle. Oh, suddenly you got a Dream Hyper. Juggle, juggle, juggle. Suddenly Dream Hyper. And like weird Dream Hyper that doesn't look like a Dream Hyper. Okay, so later. It doesn't sound like it. I think maybe that's part of it. That Dream Block sound is part of the cue that I use to know when to do things with that move. I think I'm too low. I was not. But see, that changes the timing, so again, with no sound, purely visual timing, but without like a whole lot of actual good visual feedback for where I am, and when to press the thing. I wish the pipes made sound or something, or like were replaced by Dream Blocks. Yeah, and so I'm still just too early. Alright, so just go a whole lot later than feels natural. Okay? So go when it feels natural plus like a quarter second or something. Okay, like that. Perfect. Just do that later too. Whoops. Yeah. Later than feels natural, go... Okay, right, that's very late. So yeah, just don't expect any speed, I'll be going very, very slow to the right. Don't I enter that with a dash? Like, why am I going so slow there? Oops, okay, that was too late. Yeah, that's just gonna be annoyingly inconsistent forever, I suspect. And that one too, alright. So tied my old record, but that's all. Oh, my regrab didn't do, and I don't know why. Whoa, my arm's already starting to hurt. Oh boy, okay. So all this grab button usage, and like, in a particular way. Okay, Hare, you need to be with me. Why? I guess it went by me before I was in a grabbable state. What do I do about that? I don't know. Be luckier. There are probably better answers than that. I don't have one. I'm too low. Too high, but I made it work anyway somehow, surprisingly. Timing just so messed with. Okay, I'm very high here. Even so, my timing was weird, and the thing wasn't in the place where it needed to be for me to grab it. I think I actually made all the right inputs there. It just my phase was off. I guess I can go farther left to adjust. Will that work with future timing, though? Like, that's going to slow me down significantly. Okay, well, I definitely needed to do that on the way up. Darsh! Kind of a lot of iteration time on this. Now press the button. Where am I? I lost my place. Nope. Yep. No, wrong way. Okay, see, well, that's what you have to do the next one. But that's not where a hyper is. Go up! I pressed so many times, but, like, very few of those times did you actually respond. I got the faulty button on that propeller during that run. No, other way! Other way! Other way! Okay, this way, and then later. It has to be, like, disgustingly late. Like, just so late it just doesn't feel at all plausible. How is that so low? So late it's implausible. Okay, new record, but I still need to be even quicker at that. Okay, but like that was vaguely close. Another attempt that tries to do the same things may succeed. Oh, I needed to press again. 2 will not do, I need 3. Okay, that's feeling pretty good. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, okay. So I'm there with blue hair. I do have to propel to get out of my ultra. Propel to get out of my ultra. Throw right, grab, propel twice, it says. How high will that get me? Probably to that crystal. Okay, behind that crystal is a sign that probably says throw. What the heck is that? Like, I understand the throwing gesture on the left, but what is that on the right? maybe it's Madeline's head with her hands above her head? It doesn't look like that to me, though. Like, what is that? Oh, okay, no, it's Madeline with, like, a motion smear of, like, throwing to the left. Okay, I see. Wow, that was hard to parse. But I understood the action of throwing, at least, so it was only so hard. Anyway, supposing I've done all that. Throw this thing left. The other one is in my hands. Maybe I just carry it through here? I don't think that's true. You suggest a dash. Okay, which one gets thrown how? The red one gets thrown up here. Then the yellow one lands in my hands, and I'm kind of low, like I'm down there where that dash is supposed to be happening. I need to know something. No, like I can't throw that and then pick it up from there. So I can, like a jellyfish, I can steer up to float down slower. But yeah, there's no angle that's gonna let me right dash and then re-grab. My dash count right here is going to be 1. After throwing the red thing, it'll be vaguely up here. What is the motion you're expecting me to make here? Do I propel with yellow and throw it and like wait for the crystal to regrow? Get that? Wait, no, I won't. Oh, actually, yeah. No, wouldn't I propel up with red, grab yellow, propel with yellow? No, that doesn't make sense. Okay, so I'll be here with at most 2 propels split across 2 boxes. One will be yellow, one will be near depleted red. Assuming the sign is accurate, and I think it is, based on the spacing of everything. After this dash, what do you think is going to happen? The thing that looks most plausible is that once I get the yellow, I will propel with it, throw left, go down, dash left, catch red, propel red, grab yellow, and then have nothing. So if it takes 2 propels from here to get a crystal that's like, you know, 85% of the screen from there. If I'm propelling from here, that crystal's about 85% of the screen from that point. So I'll need 2 there. So both need to be... So yellow needs to be not depleted at that time. What does that mean? That's not something I can do. Well, okay, I'm just gonna have to get there, throw red, grab yellow, throw yellow, dash left, and see where things are, because... because nothing makes sense. But everything looks different when I actually do it. I can't judge how far and how fast anything will go. Including myself. Well, that little break made this all feel easierly doable. I couldn't re-grab. Okay, but I wasn't trying to do the right thing. Okay. And that was a new record, by the way. Or at least tied with my old record. Felt like I was more in control, so I'm gonna call it a new record. Okay, so I can't, like, graze the edge quite that closely. Maybe all that planning acted as a nice break to get me out of my head and, like, into a better space where I can actually do things again. Ah! Ah, right, okay, yeah, so just, like, grazing those fans, that's the tough part here. That's my current issue. Yeah, suddenly that Dream Hyper just feels completely free. Not that one, but the first one at least. So that's good. Alright, do the second one good. Good enough. But I'm not... Okay, so... By the time I do the yellow stuff, that'll probably be in the right place to grab. So I'll be grabbing red. So here's what I think is going to happen after I do all that. Okay, so propel twice with red, throw red left. Grab yellow, throw yellow left. Red will be low enough for me to grab after a left dash. I'll propel with it, get it up there, grab yellow. No, that'll be fine. When I grab yellow, it'll be in the right place to propel to this crystal. Then I throw it left, dash left. Oh, jump and grab it. Okay, drop down. Side pipe requires being dashed into, yes, okay. Okay, so there's like a little more here. So my yellow friend stays with me. It's depleted at that point, isn't it? It needs to not be. Hold on, okay, so there's more room than I remembered here. Once I get past that issue. Maybe I shouldn't worry about that yet. Let's deal with the current issue first. While it's still fresh in my mind. Before I pollute my mind with other concerns. Okay, so all of that... Oh, that lands there! Not where I thought it did. Okay, that's completely different. Okay, so then yellow... Ah, so that changes everything, because the one that comes with me will be red with more charges. Now everything makes more sense. Okay, so I go to... where am I? This is the Ultra. I go here. So the yellow, I grab mid-dash. I propel up, I get the thing... I read twice, because I wasn't completely sure one yellow would get me there, and now I think it won't. So yellow gets dropped off there. Red comes with me. Wait, not twice, I only have one. No, so one is still going to have to get me there. Okay. Well, one's going to have to get me there somehow. Throw it back in, it gets 3 charges. I go in there afterwards, so dash left. What do I do coming out of that pipe? Jump? I will be depleting that crystal and it won't grow back that fast, so doing a Dream Hyper would just put me too low and not catch the red, I think. So I'm just going to Dream Jump there. Okay. So throw left, dash left, jump right, grab. Hope that carries me far enough. Use 1 charge to get it up here. No, hang on. The pipe refreshes my dash. When I come out, I'll dash... How many charges do I need? Seems like it's 2 for this shaft and then 1 here. So all 3 have to be preserved? Okay, so I have to hope... Wait, hang on, but I need a dash to get into that pipe. So I can't use mine. Maybe I don't need a charge all the way up here? I don't know, I'm gonna have to puzzle out that part, but I think I know what's happening before it. And I have, like... I can see the general shape of what needs to happen there. I wish that didn't happen. I guess if I wait until I'm going down more, I can stop it from happening. It's only if I'm on my way up still that happens that way. Which... Wait, There. Nope. I'm back to these buttons not making sense to my fingers. I'm too low. Way too low. No. Yeah, that sequence right there, just that is a finger twister. I'm too low, and I didn't throw. Whoops, I tried to dash. Don't have one. I mean, I do press that button, just not under my own power. I need artificial power. Dang it. Ah. No. Great. I need to... my instinct says dash, but that's not... I can't do that there. So I have to grab and propel. At least I am able to encode propel as a completely unrelated action to dash, even though it involves the same button. Like, translate that both ways, if that makes any sense. I don't have confusion now with the fact that it's the same button. Just left face button with grab held just feels like a completely different gesture to me than without grab held. It's like a modifier key I'm holding. Shift dash, 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 shift dash. And do that a little later. That was too early. Great. Okay. Did everything the way I wanted to. Okay. So that was what the situation looked like. Let's just... I didn't manage to do my dream jump, by the way. I was way too early on it. So that takes a little bit longer than it looks. So that comes out... I did grab the thing eventually, but if I had jumped and grabbed, where would I have been? When I jump and grab like that, I didn't really gain any notable amount of extra height. So don't expect there to be any kind of boost from jumping and grabbing there. What's my dash budget? If I propel here... Where I drop this thing... How much force do I come out of the pipe with? Am I just dashing up as soon as I get out of it? And grabbing, then propel how many times? I guess let's imagine that maybe number 1 gets spent here in this diagonal. This crystal's already consumed. That's not part of what's happening here. That's how I get in this pipe in the first place. And I don't know if it regrows, let's just assume it doesn't. Even if it does, it wouldn't do it quick enough. Okay, so let's imagine I use 1 propel. Okay, a propel goes how high? Is there a good reference point I can use for that? If this is 3... Yeah, so it's like from the middle of these fans to the middle of those fans. It's about half a screen. It's a little less than half a screen, isn't it? It's a little less than half a screen. Okay, let's say like 2/5 of a screen or something. So about that much. Alright, so from here... I might have the vertical room to propel in there without hitting the spikes. It's really hard to tell. If I did that, though... I would have to use a second one here to... Do I want to drop where the sign is? I'm assuming yes. So 2 propels to get there. So I guess the theory is... Okay, what kind of angle do I go at when I'm just drifting downward with this thing? Looks like about 22.5 degrees. Okay. So that angle. Alright, so assuming I have... If I'm using 2 propels before I get into this pipe, 1 more is not going to get me there. If nothing else, that doesn't get me anywhere near enough height. It doesn't get a refresh. Like, it can't go in that pipe as a barrier. It gets this refresh. From here, 3 propels and 2 dashes total. Like, after I exit that pipe, I have the 1 pipe dash, 3 propels, and that's it. I get a second dash after I go in there, but I have to use my first to get into the pipe, so essentially I only have 1 to use on anything. I do a corner jump here. I could do a corner jump there. I'd kind of rather not. I could do a corner jump on the other side. Again, I'd kind of rather not. Am I missing something? I don't have enough. How does the propeller ever get there to drop down? Okay, so theory. Somehow a trajectory exists whereby I can grab the propeller on my way out of that pipe, get to a place where I can propel all the way up to that sign without hitting the spikes on either side. I drop down, I use my dash to get in the pipe. It's still right about there, maybe about at the dash sign. I dash up on the way out, maybe do a little dream jump first. Probably doesn't make a difference. And you have 2 propels left. I use 1, it gets me over the spikes, just barely. I use another, it gets me to the crystal. Discard left, dash up, and I'm done. I think that's the only way this is going to work. It's just, I don't foresee that making sense. However, I would have to be there and try to find out. There are drums there, but not here. Whoops, I pressed the button, but I guess I was in grab stun. Ah, I had to press twice. Okay, well, pressing twice worked. I used my dash, but I think everything was working. Like, I went way farther right there than I predicted I would. So I get some speed out of that pipe. But what about the height? Okay, all of that's feeling pretty natural now, actually. Ah, so I grabbed, and again, I jammed the button, but the button was jammed. Did not register my presses. So I just need to not be quite so eager with it. Be patient. Be patient with that dash, too. Whoops, that's not what I do. Okay, I'm almost there, I think. I haven't seen the last little bit of this. There may be additional complications there than I've spotted, but right now everything looks pretty healthy. Whoa, I was too low. Okay. Yeah, oh, that's feeling great. I didn't manage to regrab. Okay, good. I got into rhythm with the level. Ah. Good. Ah, bad. No. I'm good. Okay. I did get the crystal eventually, but I wasn't prepared to have gotten it because it looked like I wasn't gonna. Whoa, okay, I eventually pressed the right button. Okay, and I recovered. Everything's good. Okay. Ooh, I got a dash. Okay, do not attempt a dream jump there. Just dash. There's no time for a dream jump to make any difference. Okay, that makes sense. Ah, too late in the ultra. It's not even an ultra, it's just a downright dash. It's like an ultra, it's a half ultra. Sort of. And it's a 1/3 ultra. A half ultra, I would say, is like do the dash, land on the ground, but don't jump. Oops, too early. Whoa. Ah. Once I get the route figured out, these propellers are a lot of fun to work with, actually. Pretty cool. Ah. Okay, sure. No, I tried to dash again instead of grabbing. It's hard to do the right thing. Really? What happened to my jump press? I thought I pressed it. Am I too low? No, I'm good. I got confused, and then I threw the wrong way. This is a lot to coordinate. Very intricate juggling act. What? Oh, I guess I wasn't high enough or something? Oh, really? Yeah, that Dream Hyper is very lenient on late presses. Like, I can press super late and be fine. But the coordination to press the dash button at the right time was not with me on that attempt. Maybe this one it will be. Assuming I get that far. I may have. I did not. What the? Okay. Sure, that counts. Why wouldn't it? Whoa! Ah. Good. Don't get confused. Don't pop your head. Do press the jump button. That'd be nice. That's something resembling the right time. Really? What? You didn't listen to my second input. Alright, I'll do it slower. Oh, I waited way too long to throw. Don't wait, just throw. I don't need extra height there. In fact, I often have to lose some height after... What? Nope. The tiniest bit of hesitation. That's all it takes. Whoops. Eventually this will all work out. I know what I'm doing now. It's just hard to do. Yeah, a lot of that didn't... I was supposed to throw on the way up, but I waited too long. I might have been okay if I had the coordination. Nah. Yes, okay. No! You don't throw, you propel. Don't throw, propel. Don't dash, grab, propel. Okay. Okay. It's like I have to rebuild my understanding multiple times until it all actually comes together. I waited so long, and then I threw. Okay. Everything's fine. Okay, okay. I needed to do things a little better there. That was almost viable. Okay, very close. Oh, you didn't make it into the pipe. You should have. I would advise that. Everything would go better if you had. Oops. It's not doing the... I guess I'm pressing too rapidly after the first one. Alright, so I'm listening for a different audio cue now for the second one. What the... That wasn't a... What was that? Not what I wanted. Might have been a super. Ah. Not really sure why that happens when it does. Okay. Just managing to input this might take a bit still. I pressed, but I was in grab stun. It's just like, when it's legal to press the propel button, this is not as often as I try to press it, quite. Almost, but not quite. Just so many states I gotta be aware of. Oh, there are no spikes on that wall. I was confused by how I was not dead for so long. Oops, too early. Yep. Grab button fingers really starting to hurt. I'd like to be done with this. There was a weird delay there, I got away with it. Did I get my wish? Yeah, there we go. Okay. Whoa. Well, there was some stuff there. I didn't really get to see it up close. Yay, I did it. Alright, it's all crystal-y here. I have no idea what this... Oh, yes I do. Oh no. I'm in Polaris. Alright, I'm just gonna cower in this corner for the next 48 hours. Then I'll be ready to deal with this. Alright, I'll see you then.